Hi guys! In today's tutorial I am going to be showing you how I created the Shopkins character Strawberry Kiss, and I think this may be one of my favorite ones. I really like how it turned out. You see the two little flowers on either side, and we have the leaves on the top, plus there's two little tiny hearts on each foot, and then a little tiny mouth there. So super cute and super fun. So I've laid out the pieces here that we'll be using, and I also just wanted to give a shout out. I painted my nails specifically like this for my niece and nephew. So there's a K for Kimberly and an A for Angus. So I hope you guys are watching. I love you lots. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I created this character. It was requested by Mariana's toy collection on YouTube, so be sure to go check out her channel. So I've got the pieces here that I'm going to be using. We've got 4 little balls of green for the leaves, and then anything left over will be for the little stem here. And then I rolled out 4 little white balls, which we'll make into flowers. And then we have 2 feet, and we also have 2 of the arms here. Plus I have a little bit of clay left over to make the little hearts for the shoes, and also a little tiny speck here for the nose as well. So I'm going to be using a piece of pink clay about that size, and this is I believe it's the quartz clay. It's a really nice fuchsia color, but of course you can use anything you want. So as you can see, once it's baked, it gets almost red-like, but it's a really cool finish. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I created the shape. It's going to look like, if you guys are familiar with those little strawberry candies that are super good, they're soft inside, and they have like lots of like a sugar coating on the outside. And so something like that, we're going to flip it over, and this is going to become our strawberry shape. So I'm just going to kind of round the top here and flatten that out a bit. So that's kind of the shape that you want. So it's going to be narrowed at the bottom. I think we all know what a strawberry looks like. Some are big, some are small. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little feet together here. And I want to leave room to make the little hearts as well. And all I did for that, I just flattened out a piece of clay, and I'm going to do my best to try and recreate it. Let's see here. So I'm just going to cut out a little itty bitty heart. And I'll show you another way how to do this, because you can see it's so thin. So what I'm going to do actually is just roll out a piece. So it's smushed there on my finger. But that's the shape of it. And then I'm going to take one of my little tools and then just make a little indent in the top. So it might be kind of hard to see. Just kind of fiddle with it. So it does give you a little bit of a heart shape, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to do that again here, make another little one. So again, just kind of pinch it so you have like a cone shape like that, and then just take the top and right in the middle just push down. So then we have a little tiny heart shape. So that one turned out a bit better than the first one. So see, practice makes perfect. So I'm going to try again with this one here. See if I can get a better one made. So there's the other one there. just a little bit bigger, but we can always trim it. Okay, so I'll just set those aside. So those will be for our little shoes. And then for the leaves, I'm just going to flatten out some of the green clay. And I'm just going to make, let me just put that down here. So we have a little leaf shape like this. I'm just going to kind of flatten it out a bit. So there's one leaf shape. And take another little ball of clay, flatten that down, and it's best to use a sharp tool like this on a hard surface, not on your finger. Don't want to pick up bad habits from me. So let's flatten that out so we have another leaf shape, and we're going to do that 2 more times. So I'm going to vary these little leaves. They can be all different sizes. I'll flatten out this one. And you can even just mold the shape of the leaf that you want. So something like that, instead of cutting it out, whichever is easiest, but you get the same sort of effect. So then what I did was just take a tool, and this one is just a wooden tool, so it's safe to put on your finger here. So I'm just going to make a line down the middle, and then we'll make the little leaf shapes like so. Alright, so I'm just going to set aside all the little leaves here to one side, and then I've already gone ahead and made a few of these little flowers here. So I'm going to show you guys how I created that. So just taking a little ball of the white clay, I'm going to smush it down a bit, and then I'm just going to take one of my little wooden tools here and just go around evenly and just push into the clay. So just making little indents and then a little dot there in the middle. So then you get like a little flower shape. See? Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and then we can start to piece together all our little odds and ends here. So the feet, and we also have the hands, but we'll save that to the end there. So I'm going to put the feet on and leave enough room so we can put the little hearts on there as well. And I'm just going to try and make him a little bit taller. There we go. Push it down there. And I'm just going to try and pinch the top so it's a bit more rounded. Kind of something like that. And that part's okay if there's a little bit of a hole in the top, because that's where our leaves will go. So I'm going to place one of the tiny little hearts that we made earlier. Carefully place that on there. And it may be kind of hard to see right now because it's all one color. And this one I'm going to just redo, and we'll save a little tiny piece here for the nose. So I'm just going to make a little indent. So there's our other little tiny heart. And put that on the foot. So then we have both little hearts there. And I'm going to start to assemble the leaves. So we're going to put one on either side. So front and back and side. And then the one in the middle, kind of push it up a little bit so it looks like bangs. Look how cute that is. And put a little nose down here. And leave the hands to the end. But then I'm just going to arrange the little flowers on here. So we have 2 on either side. Oops, that one I put upside down. There we go. Put that other one up there. So we have something like that. And then what I'm going to do is just make little indents in the clay. Because if you've ever looked at a strawberry really closely, you'll see that it has those little indents in it. So there's that. So you want to leave room for the eyes, which are just 2 little semicircles. It'll look like that. And then I'll paint a little tiny mouth on there as well once it's baked. So I'm going to go ahead and put a hole on each side. And take our hands and arms. So there's one that's facing that way, and then the other one is kind of bent down. So it looks something like that. And there we go. And also, I'll have to get the little stem here, so I'm just going to use some of the leftover green clay. I'm going to roll it into a stem shape and use a little pointer tool. You can just make a little hole and then that just pops right in like so. And there we go. So that's your basic look for the strawberry kiss. And again, once you bake it at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes, you let that cool down. And all that I did was just take some black paint and go in and paint the little eyes on there. And then I just took some red and white and mixed it together to get a pale pink for the mouth. And then once that's dried, I just went ahead and put 1 coat of the triple thick glaze that I use on all my Shopkins, and that's the finished look. So again, thank you for the suggestion to Mariana's toy collection, or Mariana's toy collection. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so my apologies. But as you can see in the background here, I do have some more Shopkins that are going to be in tutorials coming up. So we have Sugar Lumps and Paw Pizza, as well as Cheeky Chocolate. So these are ones that I am working on right now to film tutorials. And then of course Cupcake Queen was the tutorial I did right before this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.